Hi guys, welcome to PureForeX. My name is PureHEART, a price action sharpshooter. Today I'm going to teach you one of my favorite setup and easiest setup called the BlindSpot. But before we start, shout out to the Almighty God who has given me the knowledge and understanding through James 1 verse 5 to be able to understand this thing called Forex. And also shout out to my mentor, Teacher Nora, the founder of Bastra. Okay guys, without much ado, let's start. What is BlindSpot? BlindSpot essentially is a break and retest. BlindSpot is a fail engulfing candle, either bearish engulfing candle or bullish engulfing candle made by a significant break by price, right? And also BlindSpot is what? Is a trend reversal setup. So let's look at BlindSpot formula, okay? So this is BlindSpot. We have here on the chart, we have BlindSpot formula for buy and BlindSpot formula for sell. So like I said, BlindSpot is a reversal setup, right? So let's look at BlindSpot formula for buy. This is a BlindSpot formula for buy. This is a bearish engulfing candle here. Like I said, made by a significant break by price, right? So when this thing happens on the chart, you should be able to know that you should be able to capitalize on this setup, right? Like I said, it is a trend reversal setup. If you look at this buy example here, the market was in a downtrend before this BlindSpot occurred. So it shows the point at which buyers come into the market, right? So whenever this BlindSpot occurs in a downtrend, it is a sign that buyers are coming into the market. So you take opportunity. And here we have a BlindSpot formula for sell. Like I said, the market was moving in an uptrend before this BlindSpot occurred, right? This is a bullish engulfing candle made by a significant break by price. So whenever this setup occurs on the chart, you take advantage, right? So also, when we look at this is psychologically, when we look at the BlindSpot, it tells us that it shows that supply, demand here, because when the market was moving up, it's creating demand. Yeah. So demand here, which is the last bullish engulfing candle, was defeated or depleted by supply. It shows the strength of sellers in the market. It tells us that sellers are into the market, are entering into the market. So when we observe this setup on the chart, we now capitalize on it. The same thing happens here. The market was moving down, right? Was moving in a downtrend. So it tells us this. It tells us the strength of buyers coming into the market. When this setup occurs in a downtrend, it tells us psychologically that buyers are coming into the market with force because of this significant break by price. This is the last supply area here. This bearish and bullish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle. This is the last supply area here. What depleted by demand. This supply was depleted by demand. Demand coming into the market with full force. That is what happened here. This fail engulfing made by a significant break by price. Same thing happens here, right? So without delay, let me show you some of the screenshot because I have been trading this setup behind the scene, right? I have a lot of chart example I have saved in my folder. Let me show you some of the example there in my folder before I will take you straight to the live chart so that we'll look at the BlindSpot together. I want you to familiarize yourself with this setup so that whenever they happen on the chart, you take advantage of them. You enter into the market without fear or favor, right? So before I go further, let me tell you one of the important thing you have to note when a BlindSpot occurs on the chart, right? When we spot a BlindSpot on the chart, either maybe because this BlindSpot happened on all time frame, it happened on M15, it happened on H1, it happened on H4, daily, weekly, and even monthly time frame. BlindSpot occur in all time frames. So when a BlindSpot occur, let's say this BlindSpot happened in H1 time frame. So for you to have a confidence enough to take that setup, go to the higher time frame to look to see if there is bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing on a higher time frame as confirmation. Remember, when a BlindSpot occurs, what is going to give us confidence to take that blind spot is what? If we see a bullish engulfing in a case of what? In a case of a buy, or if we see a bearish engulfing, like if this blind spot happen now, like this one that occurs here right now, let's say this, we just see a blind spot here. So we now, what are we going to do? We now go to the higher time frame to see if we can find a bearish engulfing candle on a higher, if we can find a bullish engulfing candle on a higher time frame for us to see it as confirmation for us to take this trade, right? And when this, for this sell example, when a blind spot occur in the chart like this, we go to the higher time frame, the next time frame, to see if there is a bearish engulfing on the higher time frame for us to take this blind spot. So this is just the secret if you want to be winning, because if you spot a blind, if you see a blind spot on the chart and you go to the higher time frame, you can't find a bullish or a bearish candle, you can allow that blind spot to be, right? What is going to give us confidence for us to take that blind spot is when we see a bearish engulfing candle or a bullish engulfing candle in the higher time frame as what? As confirmation. That is where we are going to enter this trade without fear or favor. So like I said, let me show you some of the screenshots I've been able to save, because guys, this setup is very, very profitable. Let me show you. Okay, this is BlindSpot, right? Okay, let me show you some of the example here. Yeah, let's look at this example. All right, so yeah, let me zoom. Yeah, if you look on the screen here, on this image, this is what? This is a bullish engulfing, because I said blind spot is a failed engulfing candle, either bearish engulfing candle or bullish engulfing candle, made by what? A significant break by price. So in this example here, this is a blind spot for sell, right? Blind spot for sell, just like we see on the formula there. So now this is the last bullish, this is a bullish candle made by this significant break by price. Can you see what I'm seeing? This is a bullish candle made by this significant break by price. Then price comes out. As price come back here, we sell, right? This is a sell example. And I told you that when a blind spot occur on the chart, go to the next higher time frame to see if there is a bearish engulfing to give us confidence as confirmation for us to take that blind spot setup. So this example now, let's look at the confirmation. This is example 14. Let's look at the confirmation here. This is the confirmation. That blind spot that happened, look at the confirmation. Let me zoom it. The confirmation here is a bearish engulfing candle. This gives us what? Confidence for us to take that blind spot without fear or favor. We can even go on a full margin, right? Let's look at another example. Another example. Let's look at example 10. So yeah, this is another example, blind spot. Look at this one, is a blind spot for buy, right? This is the last bearish candle. This is a bearish candle. The market was in a downtrend because I told you blind spot is a reversal setup, right? When you see a blind spot for buy, it happens when price is already in a downtrend. When you see a blind spot for sell, it happens when market is already in an uptrend, right? Because it is a trend reversal setup. So this is a blind spot for buy, right? Look at it. Look at it. This is what we said. This is a bearish engulfing candle made by significant break by price. Price break this bearish engulfing candle significantly up. It shows the strength of the buyers in the market, right? So when market comes back here, we take opportunity. We buy without fear or favor. So now let's go to the higher time frame to see if this setup has a confirmation, which is what we want to see, a bullish engulfing candle in the higher time frame for us to take this blind spot setup without fear or favor, right? So let's look at it. Example 10. Let's look at the confirmation on the higher time frame. This is a bullish. This is an engulfing candle, full body candle on a higher time frame, full momentum candle. If we see a momentum candle like this, it gives us confidence to take that blind spot, right? So whenever you see a blind spot on the chart, whenever a blind spot occur, go to the higher time frame to look for what bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing as confirmation, right? So let's look at more example. Okay, this is another blind spot here. Let's look at example 8. Let's look at example 8, right? Let's look at example 8. Yeah, this is a blind spot. You can see this is the market was moving in an uptrend, right? This is the bullish engulfing candle made by a significant break by price. Price come back, then we sell, right? Let's look at the confirmation on a higher time frame. Like I said, if the setup happen in 1 hour time frame, go to H4 time frame or daily time frame to look for what confirmation. If the setup happen in H4 time frame, go to daily. If the setup happen in M30 time frame, go to H1. Or H1 or H4 to look for what bearish engulfing candle or bullish engulfing candle as what as confirmation. This is the confirmation for that setup. We can see a bearish engulfing candle here. It gives us confidence for us to take that trade with confidence, right? To take that setup with confidence, guys. Let me show you one more example so that we'll go to the chart and see some of the example on the chart. I trade GBP USD and GBP CAD. I trade gold. All this setup blind spot happen on those pair on all time frames, and it happen week in, week out, right? And I've been taking a lot of opportunities. I've been capitalizing on this setup ever since I started trading, right? So I now decided to share this beautiful setup, this amazing setup with you guys. So let's look at example 7, right? Let's look at example 7. Yeah, this is example 7. This is price was moving up. This is the bullish engulfing candle made by what significant break by price, right? Significant bullish engulfing candle made by significant break by price. When price, as the market breaks significantly, price come back there, then we sell, right? So let's see the confirmation. This is a confirmation on a higher time frame. The confirmation on a higher time frame, right? This is what bearish engulfing candle. It gives us, when we see a bearish engulfing candle on a higher time frame as confirmation, it gives us more confidence for us to capitalize on that setup without fear or favor, right? So let me show you. I use MetaTrader 5. I'm familiar with MetaTrader 5, right? So let's me go straight to the MetaTrader 5 and show you even some of the setup I took this week, because I entered GBP cards with this blind spot setup since Monday, and I've been holding that trade, right? Let me show you, guys. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, this is the current live market, right? So this trades, I'm still on this trade because I analyze on my system, then I enter the trades with my phone, right? So this is a blind spot. Look at it. Let me zoom. This is a blind spot. This is a blind spot, right? This is what the market was in a downtrend, was moving in a downtrend. Then what happened? This is the bearish candle here, made by this significant break by price. It made by significant break by price, right? So when this significant break by price occur, we know that we are going to take opportunities. We are going to buy this setup. We are going to buy this market. We are going to buy GBP car, right? So I send this setup in my group, in my channel, right? Let me show you my Telegram channel. Yeah, I shared this setup on Monday. Where is this setup? Yeah, this is the setup. This is the setup here. This is the setup, yeah. This is the setup. Can we zoom in? Yeah, this is the setup. I shared this setup on Monday on my free Telegram channel, right? So, and I asked students to, take advantage of the opportunity, advantage of the setup. H4 setup on GBP cards. We look to go long when price retraces back to the blue zone, right? So, and this was the trade. I entered the trades with my phone. I entered this trade on GBP card. Reason because I saw a blind spot, right? Is what I've been showing you. This setup, this blind spot setup are very, very profitable. You understand? So I'm still holding that trade up to this morning, today on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, I'm still I'm still holding this trade, right? Let me show you. Yeah, the trade is moving right now. So what I'm showing you here on MT5, where is the MT5? Okay, MT4. Yeah, this is the current, the live market, right? This is the setup, blind spot setup, right? So let's look at, I'm going to show you example of this setup on GU, but let's look at another setup. This is the live setup. The current setup of blind spots happen on H4 time frame. So when it happens on H4 time frame, what are we going to do? Let's look at the higher time frame to see if we can find a bullish engulfing candle as confirmation, right? Just like I told you, whenever you spot, you see a blind spot, go to the higher time frame, the next time frame to see if there is, like this one is a blind spot for buy. So what are we going to do? We are going to be look forward a bullish engulfing candle as confirmation so that we can buy this setup. So let's go to daily. You see what I'm telling you? Yeah, this is what, this is a bullish engulfing candle. So this bullish engulfing candle is a confirmation for me to take these trades without fear or favor. To take, that is why I've been able to hold this trade for all this day, because GBP card has been failing to go up, but I know it's still going to go up. With this confirmation, I have confidence that this market is going to go up, right? So here we trade price action. We don't use single indicator. I don't trade single indicator here. I don't use any indicators. I look at the chart. I look at what the chart is presenting to me. I look at the psychology behind what price is giving me. Then I take advantage of it, right? So this setup is powerful, guys. This setup is powerful. Let's go back to H4. Now, let me show you other example. Let me show you other example. Let me show you other example, right? So here again, can you see another blind spot setup here on the screen? Look at the screen here. We are on MT4. Can you see my screen clearly? I hope you can see my screen clearly, guys. So this is, I'm seeing a blind spot here. The market was moving down. The market was moving in a downtrend, right? Then what happened? A blind spot occurred. This is the blind spot here. Let's change this to blue box. Okay. Right? This is the blind spot here. Price break this. This is the last bearish engulfing candle. We're made by a significant break upwards. So what are we expecting? When I spot something like this, when I see something like this in the market, it is an opportunity for me to make money, guys. It is an opportunity for me to make money. I'm telling you because I'm a price action sharpshooter, guys. I've been trading this setup behind the scene, guys. So now what are we going to do? Now that let's say we just, this setup just occurred on the charts. What is the next thing we are going to do? We are going to go to the higher time frame to see if there is a bullish engulfing as what confirmation, so that when price come back to this zone, we buy, right? Let's go to daily to see. You see, if you go to daily, this is what, this is a bullish engulfing candle as confirmation for us to take that setup, right? You see, I'm teaching you, what I'm teaching you is go, guys. What I'm teaching you is go. And this is my first YouTube video, right? I decided to be sharing this amazing contents to you guys. So if you get value in this video, if you are getting value in this video, make sure you subscribe. Guys, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping amazing content, amazing price action setup that are going to make you profitable, right? So also, you can follow me on Instagram so that you will be seeing what I'm doing on weekly basis. I'll put the link of my Instagram on the description below. You can also join my free Telegram channel. The link will also be on the description below, right? So let's continue. Let's go to GU. Let me show you GU. These are my pairs I trade. Like GU also, I capitalize on this GU. I trade this GU yesterday and make money yesterday. Let me zoom it. Let me zoom it, guys. Can you see what happened here? The market GU was throughout last week, GU was going in a downtrend. This is H4 time frame, guys. GU was moving in a downtrend, right? So then I was it on Monday, right? It was on Monday. Then this setup happened. This is a blind spot setup, right? You know, this is a blind spot setup. When this blind spot setup happened on the chart, I know, because I've been trading this setup, guys. I know that it's going to occur. I know that I'm going to buy GU. And when you look at this thing happened, this setup happened on GU on H4 time frame. So I switched to daily time frame to look for word confirmation, and I saw this bullish engulfing candle as confirmation. Guys, if you are getting value in this video, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, you know, because you are, in fact, I'm going to be giving you amazing content, I promise, guys. So let's, after looking at the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, and I found a bullish engulfing candle as confirmation. So throughout Monday, price failed to come to this point here. So it was on Tuesday. Yeah, let me show you the trade on my yeah, it was on Tuesday. It was on Tuesday. Yeah, this is the GU setup. Yeah, it was on Tuesday. I entered this trade on M50 time frame. Look at the setup here. Look at the trade here, guys. So this blind spot setup happened on all time frame, guys. Let me show you this setup. Let me show you this blind spot on weekly. Was it weekly? Is it weekly? Yes, I can show you on weekly. I can show you this setup happened on weekly on GU. Let me show you in the past market, right? Can we find that blind spot? Can we find blind spot there? Can we find blind spots? Okay. I think let's go to daily if we can get one example on GU. Okay, can we see any blind spot here? Yeah, I think no blind spot. Let's go to no blind spot here, guys. Like, I don't want this video to be too long, guys. Let me go to gold. Like this setup happened on gold all the time. Gold created this setup week in, week out. If you are trading gold, you will see, you'll be spotting blind spot up and down. There are other setup I'm going to be, you know, dropping on my channel, right? But this blind spot setup is the easiest setup. And whenever you spot it on the chart, whenever it occurs on the chart, guys, you will make money for sure. You will make money, right? So let me show you. Let me show you this H4 setup. This H4. Let me show you an example here. When we go to, yeah, this is example here. This is a blind spot. This is a blind spot. This is a bearish engulfing candle, guys. This is blind spot. This is blind spot. Blind spot occur here. Blind spot occur here. Then we buy this market. So when you spot this setup like this, when you see this blind spot on the chart, it happened on H4. We go to the next time frame to look for what bullish engulfing as confirmation, right? This is another blind spot here. This is another blind spot, guys. Like I said, go, you know, create this blind spot up and down. This is what the market was moving up. This is the bullish engulfing candle made by what a significant break by price. Price come back. When we go to the higher time frame, let's go to the higher time frame. When we go to the higher time frame, we are going to see, okay, this is the first example. This is the bullish engulfing as confirmation. And this is the second example, the bearish engulfing, right, as confirmation. Guys, this setup occurs all the time. So I want you to go back to your drawing board, go back to your own chart, because to watch my video is going to be simple. But if you watch my video without practice, you are still going to find it difficult to capitalize on this setup. So go to your drawing board, look out for this blind spot. You can even make a screenshot, look at them, familiarize yourself with them, because in this Forex stuff, Forex is a game of practice, right? And you know, like I always say, whether it is your work, your love, or your life, unless you throw your entire self into it, you will never really know it, guys. So we have come to the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, okay? So that you'll be the first to receive my amazing content, right? So I love you guys. Peace.